What's up, guys? Your Copy White here, and I'm back with another video, guys. And today we're doing another movie review, guys. And today we're talking about the newest iteration of King Kong, Kong Skull Island, guys. So this is the first big action blockbuster of the year. Of course, we've gotten Logan and a couple movies like Split and I guess John Wick, but this is the first summer blockbuster. But Logan could necessarily be called that, but I'm calling Kong because Kong's a full-fledged action movie adventure, guys. And to be honest, this movie's getting mixed reviews. I've seen some really good reviews. People really love this movie, and some people are like, alright, it's not that great, but it's okay. And in my opinion, I enjoyed it. Alright, guys, so let's just talk about some of, like, the positives I've had with this movie. So, some of the characters were really good, but this movie obviously lacked character development. But a couple characters I really did like in this movie were, I thought John C. Reilly's character was great. He was, in the trailers, we were like, oh, is he going to be good? Is he going to be really just there for comic relief? Is he going to be over the top? And no, he perfectly worked for this movie. And you know what? He had the most character development of any character in this movie. And other characters I liked. Tom Hiddleston's character was cool. Some of the action stunts. He wasn't that well developed. He only had like a scene or two that really develops his character. But you know what? I enjoyed him. And guys, coming off of 2014's Godzilla, which I have seen, this movie wasn't as good as that, in my opinion. Totally different movies, and the tones, whoa, they do not match. Godzilla is more of a grittier, kind of realistic, if, like, this movie's kind of like a summer popcorn, bunch of the boys from the war going to fight a monkey, as they say in the movie. And that was kind of more like a war kind of mix with a monster film. And I like both of the movies, but I just prefer the Godzilla a little more. I think I like the characters. I really like the Bryan Cranston, Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, Ken Watanabe. I thought they were all great in that movie. A couple of other stuff that they're trying to do here is they're trying to create a monsterverse. So if you guys know the MCU or the DCEU, I'll talk about the MCU, is a huge universe of all the shared characters and everything, and it's hugely successful. It makes a crap ton of money. So I think what they're trying to do here is kind of do the same thing. And you know what? I'm really excited. We're supposed to get another Godzilla movie in 2019. And then in 2020, we're going to see the two powerhouses. We're going to see Godzilla versus Kong. And it's going to be freaking awesome, guys. So, yeah, guys, I am super excited to see where they can take this. Because in this movie, Kong is awesome. King Kong is bigger than we've ever seen him. This is like King Kong in like the Peter Jackson one. This is King Kong in this one. And I really enjoyed it, guys. Kong was badass, especially that one scene you've seen in the trailer where he's destroying all the helicopters when they arrive at the island. I thought it was pretty entertaining, and it was pretty awesome to see this huge gorilla kind of fighting them all off, and it was really awesome. And it was kind of cool to see the characters react to that. And yeah, so not only did Kong like have his action stunts really good, I thought he looked good. The CGI I thought was pretty good, and it didn't have that forced emotions. Like, if you guys don't know, in the older Kong, he kind of always goes for the girl and then takes her to the Empire State Building. That didn't really happen in this movie, and I'm kind of happy because it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like he was like kind of there to just serve the plot. Like, he kind of felt like, unlike Godzilla, he was like a main focus of the movie. Godzilla was in the movie for like 10-15 minutes, so like in the Godzilla movie, and he's obviously was the one in the end that saved the day, and so was Kong, but Kong was in the movie a lot more, and he had a lot to do more with the plot, like the characters relating to him. In Godzilla, they were just following him, and then eventually watch him take down the monsters, and here we were kind of following him, but not in the same regions. I don't want to go into spoilers, but yeah. I also thought the setting was really cool. The island looked really nice. And also the music and the tone. I really felt like we were in the 70s, like right after the Vietnam War. I really felt like we were there. The characters felt realistic to me, into the fact that I think this might kind of be like what the people would be going through, like at this point after the war. And the music was really cool. Some of the bigger like action scene music, or like when they're flying in the helicopters, the music was cool. It was cheesy, but you know, it was still really awesome, and it really fit the tone of the movie. Now, a couple things I'm in the middle with was Brie Larson's character. She played Weaver, Mason Weaver, I think was her name, and she was just there. She took pictures, and she kind of was like the damsel in distress at the end, what King Kong has to save. But I'm so glad they didn't force anything with relationships between the actual human characters and then Kong. And then the actual like villains of the movies that we saw in the trailer, or what John C. Reilly's character calls him. I think John C. Reilly's character, Marlowe, he calls them the Skull Crawlers. And to be honest, they were good. But, you know, it was really awesome to see Kong kick some ass, but they were alright. They served as, like, kind of like a villain for Kong to fight. But a couple of negatives, guys, I did have with this movie is some of the characters just didn't have enough development with me. And, like, a lot of just, like, the soldiers, and then, like, I don't remember his first name, but, is it, what's his name? Kebble. I forgot what his first name is. He's in the Fantastic Four and the Planet of the Apes movies. He plays a character in this movie who's going through, like, this huge arc, and then it just ends, like, a couple stuff like that. Also, Samuel Jackson, who is actually one of my favorite actors, is in this movie. He's been in great roles, huge roles. He's one of the better actors of our time. And his character, I just didn't really like his character. He's over the top. Some of the one-liners he had were freaking awesome, guys. Some of the stuff he said were great, hilarious, laugh-out-loud moments. But his character throughout the movie, it progressed to the point where he's going crazy, and I get that's what they were going for, but, you know, it was kind of, I felt a little rushed to me, but, you know, it's kind of nitpicking there, but, yeah. Also, some of the pacing was a little off, like, the way, some stuff worked, but that's another thing, and then, like, it's kind of like, some of the characters, I mean, we could have done so much more, I think, with the characters in this movie, but I'm kind of just, like, nitpicking, like, some of the characters just didn't have the development, and there were some scenes where, like, it's kind of stupid, but one of the biggest surprises with me, this isn't really a spoiler, but John Goodman's character in this movie is barely in the movie. Like, I'm not going to say what happens or anything, but John Goodman's character is, like, barely in the movie. So it's like, the advertisement is a huge character. His character's name is Randa, and he's the one that kind of gets him to go to the island. So, yeah, and it's Tony Kebbell, for you who's wondering. I just totally messed up. But, yeah, so overall, I thought this movie, it's a really enjoyable movie. I think you'll have a really good time with this one. Don't expect anything, like, wonderful, no masterpiece or anything like that. Like, it's not perfect dialogue or anything. But I really thought this movie was enjoyable, fun, popcorn movie and everything. I thought it was really cool. There are some flaws in this movie, and I could really see if you see those flaws, and you might be like, it takes away from the movie. But, in my opinion, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Honestly, it's kind of what I expected. I hoped it would be, like, the best movie. Like, I hope every movie is good, but, you know, I thought it was good. It was an enjoyable popcorn movie, and I'm excited to see where they can take, the Warner Brothers can take the MonsterVerse. Obviously, like I said, we're going to get the, Godzilla vs. Kong, and then another Godzilla movie, and probably another Kong movie at some point. But yeah, and there's also an after credit scene, which I will be getting into. I'll make a separate video at some point for that, guys. So yeah, that'll be like a spoiler video. So yeah, guys, go see this movie. I recommend it. It's a pretty fun action movie. So yeah, if you guys seen the movie, let me know down in the comments what you thought. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, remember to give it a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.